right up into my Steelers. So the quarterback woes continue. We released Patrick Peterson. I knew that was going to come. I was hoping it wasn't going to happen though, because, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that shouldn't have happened. Because of our young receiving core that, not receiving, excuse me, our young cornerback core that we have. So I didn't think that letting go Patrick Peterson was a good thing, because I mean he was an extra coach. You know what I'm saying? If anything, he's an extra coach on the field. He is getting older. I mean, we wasn't really paying him too much. You know what I'm saying? But still, Patrick Peterson knows what it takes, and I hope that Joey Porter Jr. soaked up all that energy and everything he's learned from Patrick Peterson, and he's going to apply it this year. Joey Porter Jr. is going to be a beast at cornerback, y'all, without a doubt. He's going to be good. It's going to be nasty. Um, I get what everybody's talking about. We need linebackers, we need cornerbacks. I get it, but yeah, I stick to my guns. I think our defense is set, and I'm gonna stick to it. And I keep telling y'all the reason why I think our defense is set. I mean, when you get into playing in those certain games where our defense looked bad, like y'all, we won 10 games. We won 10 games, and that was not because of our average ass offense. Like it was because of our defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Though, so the seven we lost 7 games, but you could blame that on the defense just because they got scored on. But in that games, like what did our offense do? Look at the games we lost. How long was our defense on the field? Those games we lost, and then compared to the offense was on the field. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a no brainer. Like we lost 7 games, and we're like, we need cornerbacks. We be getting burnt, giving up big plays. Once again, I'll say it again. You will give up a lot of plays too if you're running around. Go ahead, go do 10 laps. Go do 10 laps, and then try to cover Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Go do 10 laps, and then, no, just do this. Go do 3 laps, 3 laps full speed, and then try to cover an NFL rat receiver. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? All right, like it is what it is. Go and take on Mitch Morse. This go and take on a Mitch Morse, a Drake Nugent. Go head to head with them for 3 plays or 2 plays in a row, full speed, full contact, fighting off them big offensive linemen off you, or whatever. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the run game hits us like that too. And then you go and cover an NFL receiver, like you're gonna like it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and that's part of the reason. I believe it's the offense. I don't think our defense. I mean, you can always add pieces, but we got a lot of pieces that haven't even been recognized on our defense, such as like Nick Herbig. I'm telling you, man, TJ and Nick got a relationship on that team, and he's looking good, man. Nick is looking better and better, and this year he's going to make a step. And look, because Hightower's contract is coming up, right? Like when they going, we gonna have to repay and restructure a lot of guys. We got Leal coming up from where we grab him from, Texas A&M. Hair big. Our defense is set, bro. You know what I mean? The only positions that would like to replace before he gets too old is Cam Hayward, and I would let Cam Hayward pick his protege. You know what I'm saying? He's been around so long that he deserves a ring, and if we can't get him a Super Bowl, um, and he deserves to have one, then we should just let him go ahead and pick his replacement, pick his guy that he wants to bring in to Pittsburgh. Like, this is the guy who's going to be able to take over my spot when I leave. You know what I'm saying? Give that man not much respect, because we couldn't get him a ring, and I feel bad for that, because he gave us so many valuable years, man. And I don't know if our quarterback change thing is going on, right? It's going to happen or not. But see, I went on a tangent real quick. I got to stop going in and stay on track when I'm talking about my Steelers, man. But it's hard not to. But anyhow, Deontay Johnson trade. Deontay Johnson is one of our valuable receivers without a doubt, y'all. And he don't want to be in Pittsburgh. That's not good, bro. That's not good. It's not good. He don't want to be there. He don't want to play with Kenny Pickett. And it's rumors, y'all. But you know what I mean? I don't have an insider, but you can tell that our receivers do not want to play with Kenny Pickett. They don't want Kenny as their quarterback. And that's the problem. That's a problem. However, you're a pro, you're in the NFL. in order to keep your job, you're going to play with whoever you're said to play with. Whoever they tell you got to play with, you're going to play with. Period. You know what I mean? If you want your job, if you want, you know what I mean, if you want to play in the NFL and you want to play for Pittsburgh Steelers as a wide receiver, you be like, all right, I got to play with Kenny because that's who y'all the guy. But a lot of people don't believe in them. These pros don't believe in them, and when it's said and done for the pros not to believe in the quarterback, that's a different thing. That's something different, y'all. That is something different. And it's just not Deontay. And if Deontay wants out because of this, because of our quarterback woes, that's a problem. That's a problem, y'all. That is. Man, Russell Wilson came and he went on a visit and he didn't have a get a contract. Now, I think this was no more than a ploy and just to show the Bears, like, look, y'all taking too long. We'll grab another quarterback because there's not a lot of interest for Justin Fields out there for other teams, right? And we like, okay, we trying to show we ain't sweating them, and we kind of brought in Russell Wilson. I don't think Russell Wilson is a good fit for us. I just don't think so. I mean, we can get him for a veteran minimum, which is cool, and I like the price and talk on that to bring him in to play whatever, push Kenny Pickett. But how much is a veteran gonna push you? You get what I mean? You're gonna play harder when you got another young guy that's threatening to take your job. You're gonna play better, get your head in that playbook. You know what I'm saying? Stop knocking down the local Pittsburgh country girls that Kenny be knocking down out there. You know what I'm saying? His head, his ass. I don't know what's going on with him, but he ain't showing it on the field to me. But anyhow, I'm about to throw this one at y'all, and it's crazy that I'm about to say this, right? Thank y'all for joining up with the morning after with no plan B, baby. Baby. Hit that like button for me, y'all. And this is new to me, right? And I thought about this and I seen it. Jordan Travis from Florida State University, right? Nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking about Jordan Travis. He played fantastic. Now let me remind people. He played for Florida State Seminoles. Jordan Travis would have been in the college football playoff if he did not. That injury was gruesome. He was hurt. He'll be coming back off an injury. But ain't a lot of these guys injured? Ain't a lot of these guys injured out here? Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of these guys are injured, man. It's a fact. And some of they don't have to go through the medical. However, we know what Jordan Travis went through. We know the injury that he did. Pittsburgh, a lot of places have good doctors and good hospitals, but UPMC, the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, is one of the best in the world. I don't care what nobody says. It is. It is. It is. Um, the hospitals that UPMC had took over, they did not gut the hospitals that they bought up and down Western New York and Western Pennsylvania. They didn't fire the people that worked in there. The people that worked in these hospitals were pieces of shit. UPMC should have fired everybody in the hospitals that they took over in Western Pennsylvania and Western New York and went with the Pittsburgh standard. They saved lives. You know what I'm saying? They do. Let's just call it what it is. So many people get shot in Pittsburgh and they live because of UPMC. Not everybody makes it, but UPMC is good. It's a good medical practice. All right. So bringing in Jordan Travis, that's the moral to this. He's a beast. He's a beast. He's good. He's young. We could get a lot of the gears out of him. We know what's going on with him, and he's available, and he'll be available. He will be available. I don't think a lot of people gonna really pay attention to him, man. I really don't because of his injury and everything else, you know what I mean? And they're not in the big, you ESPNs and all that. They're not NFL, they're not talking about him. They're not chirping about him. You know what I mean? And that has a lot to do with how pros are perceived anyway. How much are they in the media and so forth and so on. But Jordan Travis is not. He's out there. We need a QB. Let's go with him. Anybody's better than motherfucking Kenny Pickett at this point. And it's a shame to say that because if you put Kenny Pickett out there right now against Justin Fields, Jordan Travis, or any of these guys, like nobody's taking Kenny Pickett, bro. First, nobody's taking him. We're not even doing it, which is a shame. But I always go back to what my co-host said. My boy Shad, right? We do Saturdays Night Live. Shad always he told me, he said, bro, do you think anybody would have really took You think anybody would have drafted Kenny Pickett, or you think y'all would have drafted Kenny Pickett if it wasn't for that 1 year? And if he did not have that COVID year, he wouldn't even have had those stats. You have to keep that in mind. Like, he got drafted off of a COVID year that he shouldn't have had, but all his previous years before that was trash. The kid was hot garbage. Anyway, it's just the truth, man. And I'm gonna just say it like it is. We just need to move on, but we're not, and it's frustrating because it's just how we are, though. It's just how we are, and it is frustrating though. Like, nonetheless.